All right, so we're going to show you some examples of problems on combining like terms or simplifying through combining like terms that you might encounter in Delta Math. The first is a click and drag. So I can identify that I have two terms that have an x to the first power. So I'm going to click and drag and put those two together in the same box, a negative 2x and a negative 3x. When I combine those, I get a negative, maybe. Sorry, I don't even get my right symbols. Oops, that's not it either. Negative. Okay. That's not there, it's negative. I can't see. Negative 5x. And then I will go ahead and say, try combining those, and it likes that. Now I want to look at the new expression and see if I have any other like terms. I don't have any other terms with an x or a y, so those are combined or as simplified as they can be. But I do have a negative 6 and a negative 3, which are both constants, which can be combined. So I'm going to go ahead and drag right after I get it to stop being mad at me. Negative 3 and a negative 6 is going to give me a negative 9. Look how much faster I did it this time. So ultimately, when I've done that and I have it as simplified, it's going to say that I've successfully combined all like terms and give me my new example. So that's usually where we start. The next type of problem we have will be like this, where we give you a list of terms and we ask you to identify and combine like terms. So I always like to start with the first term being a circle. I'm going to look and see if there are any other terms with an x, and I always include the sign in front. So I have 6x minus 2x would be I'm just going to write here, 4x. Then I have, I'm going to change colors here. I have a positive 2y and a negative 8y. If I need to, I can use the scoreboard to say positive 2, negative 8. The negatives win by 6 points. So that's going to be a negative 6y. And then finally, I have a constant. I don't have anything that I can combine with that constant. So it's just going to be plus 4. Nothing can disappear in a math problem. We have to keep them. You can combine things, but things don't magically disappear. The last type of question you might have, this one combines two skills, order of operation and combining like terms. So you'll start with the parentheses. So you can do 5 plus 2 there, and I'm going to go ahead and write, I'm not going to write, just kidding. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and write 4.
Change the yellow.
Bracket. Yellow is hard to see. Let's try blue. Is blue okay? 4. Okay.
Yep.
Bracket. 3x minus 5 plus 2 is 7 minus 3 in brackets minus 2. So I'm still expected to simplify as much as I can inside the parentheses before I move on to adding and subtracting, multiplying, dividing, adding and subtracting. Within the parentheses, I'm going to do adding and subtracting, moving left to right. So by the way, go Bruins. So I have 3x minus 7 minus 3. I cannot combine the 3x with the 7 or 3. So it's going to stay 3x, but a negative 7 and a negative 3 gives me a negative 10 minus 2. So I'm going to go over to this side, and I cannot simplify that any further, but I can use the distributive property. Like I said, we're combining a few skills here. To multiply and get rid of those parentheses. So I get 12x minus 40 and minus 2. So I can't combine the 12x with anything else, but I can combine a negative 40 and a negative 2. And my final answer would be 12x minus 42. Okay?